You racist, selfish, sad case of a company. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. We not going for it. Y'all keep thinking y'all gonna be racist, ain't gonna be no accountability? Y'all better be damn sure I'm gonna talk about this. TBD dump site in Clyde, North Carolina, you think we gonna let this go unaccounted for? You think you can just be racist just because you want to? And ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it? Well, my name is Keem. I do motivational content on TikTok, and you know I'm gonna address it. Let's talk about real-time racism. Clyde, North Carolina, it looks like y'all gonna be held accountable for that company now. On June 28, 2025, black truck driver just doing his job, delivering his load. He was just delivering mulch, gets targeted. I mean, as soon as he arrived, he was targeted, intimidated, and attacked by TBD dump site, owned by two base developers. And the man in the center of this, a racist. They say his name is Andrew Ferguson. Caught on video, caught in the act, and it's just about time that the world sees him. This driver shows up early to do his job. One of the employees said, no problem, we'll open soon at 6:30. Driver's just doing his job, he waits. Just 15 minutes before the gate opened, immediately the owner shows up, the owner's son. The owner's son pulls up and tells the driver, because you was the first in line, you gotta go all the way around and get to the back of the line. Basically, everybody goes in front of you because you're black. Just because they got the power to do it. Because the hate in their chest. Immediately, the driver felt uncomfortable. But what he did, because he in Clyde, North Carolina, he just did what they said. But he already knew it was some bullshit. From what he's saying, they had a back and forth, and I'm assuming they had to. Because ain't no damn way I came in early and I gotta go all the way back around. But you know what? Eventually he did it. Went around in just 20 minutes of waiting. Whatever was said, the son decides to leave, come back with 5 dudes with pistols hanging out the window, and walks up to the truck and says, where's my phone? What? Now they trying to come up with some type of accusations against him about stealing the phone. This man is delivering mulch. He go back and forth for about 30, 40 minutes. Till this black driver realizes he's just not safe, and he ain't gonna be able to get out there, so he lets them search his truck. They run cameras back, they search the truck, they find nothing, then all of a sudden they found their phone on the floor. Yeah, right. I ain't tell you, he went to go get his daddy. Pulls up, check everything. He's clear. He goes to go do his job. Of course you know he has to get out the truck, right? It seems like that was all they was waiting for. So in this video, you can hear in his voice, he was scared. Running back to his truck with his little dog in his hand. Puts the truck in drive and tries to leave. They take 2 bulldozers and block him in. Now he got nowhere to go. Craziest part about this situation, they flipped this trailer. I can only imagine how terrified he is. Telling him to get in his truck before something happens to him. And look, if y'all watch this video, y'all gonna see how terrified this man was. It don't matter how tough you is, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. He's repeatedly saying, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Because you know that's all they wanna hear. They tipped this man's truck over. Craziest part about this situation, the sheriff pulled up. He doesn't even want to hear anything this man has to say. It's all on video, you can see it. This driver was scared to move. They said that something's gonna happen to him. In the video, the sheriff even assaulted his dog. Slammed the door on the little 2-month-old dog. Even let them know they was gonna lock him up. TBD dump site needs to be shut down. TBD dump site needs to be held accountable. That sheriff needs to be fined. You don't get to flip trucks and pull pistols and think nothing's gonna happen. Y'all thought just because he was alone? Well, he's not no more. All this over your skin color. All this because of his skin color? I tried to scare him and break him, and it didn't work. And now you're gonna be held accountable. And if nobody told you, remember Chemo told you, stay motivated? Tag TBD dump so we can get them canceled. So we can get them shut down. So somebody can be held accountable. And also tag the NAACP, because something about to happen. We ain't letting this go.
Why aren't national news outlets talk about this? Why aren't there what coverage like we've seen in other missing persons cases? Let's be real. If this was a white trucker from the suburbs, CNN would be camped outside his house. But because the driver is black, working class, and a professional that's undervalued, the media barely blinks. Racism isn't a bug capitalism. It's a feature. It keeps poor white folks blaming poor black folks instead of their billionaire bosses. It fuels for surveillance, policing, and war. It's part of how empires create both abroad and at home. According to data, 40% missing people in the US are blacks, but media coverage, just a fraction of that. We are talking about systemic erasure. Why aren't national news outlets talk about this? Why aren't there what coverage like we've seen in other missing persons cases?
Hey, what's up, America? Looks like a black truck driver was targeted by a bunch of racist individuals out of North Carolina at TBD dump site. So a truck driver who was black arrived at TBD dump site about a half hour or so before the business was supposed to open up with a load of whatever he was carrying. Now, this guy was just doing his job, and apparently he was unfamiliar with the area, and he didn't know that he had to park in a certain area. So instead of people coming out and just telling him that stuff, they decided to go off on him, threaten to kill him, try to attack him, falsely accused him of stealing their phone, made them search the truck. They weren't cops or anything, just did that. From what I understand, flipped his trailer over as well, and also looked at security cams to make sure that the black guy hadn't stolen anything. Now, like I said, that's TBD dump site down in North Carolina. Let's take a look at the footage of these fucks, shall we? Because goddamn, it's like, ugh.
Leave me alone. Let's goddamn go. Leave me alone. Get your fucking truck. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get your fucking truck to the cops. I'm leaving now. If he knows the fucking phone, let's go, bitch. Let's go. Get the fucking truck. Yeah. Don't get out of the truck no more. Don't get out.
Damn, I bet he's got a little dick, doesn't he?
The sheriff's department's coming to get rid of you and your fucking butt. Okay. So stay in your truck.
Yes, sir.
Before something bad happens.
Yes, sir.
Get in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm saying, shut your door, shut your mouth.
You're the sheriff? You're the sheriff, right?
Yes.
And you weren't trying to talk to me. Can I'm going to draw the window
I'm
down?
done talking to you. Shut the door.
Can I draw the window down?
No, roll the other window down.
Hey, sir, you slammed the door on my door. And that's all on recording.
I'm going to put you in jail.
That's all on recording for slamming on the door.
I didn't slam it on
You
the
did
door.
that? Yes, you did.
He just slammed the door on his dog. That dude just slammed the door on his dog. What a fucking dickhead.
It's going down.
Holy shit.
It's going down.
Not only does he do all that, but he slammed the door on the guy's dog. Oh, dude. You don't even know. There wouldn't be any doors being closed there. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'd find something. So that's TBD dump site down in North Carolina. Apparently, not only are they racist as fuck, but they also slammed the door on a guy's dog. Wonder what kind of websites or phone numbers or social media sites they have. I think I'll look into that.
I just realized I live in a fucking sundown town. I am in Astoria, Oregon, like right in the tippy top of Oregon, right next to Washington. And I just happened to be watching a video of some dude's experience. He was truck driving in Florida and he broke down at a gas station, and the little lady was like freaking out because the sun was about to go down. She was like, you got to get out of here. She calls the police. They come and escort him somewhere else. He thinks he's getting the cops called on him, and it turns out she's trying to protect him, which is cool. But dude, okay, so I was like curious to see how many of these still existed, because like in places like Florida or Texas, or where I'm from originally, like the South, you expect that shit. That's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, there's still some fucking disgusting little racist assholes. People are still stupid here. You know what I mean? So you assume that shit. You're like, yeah, well, it sucks, but like it's not surprising because that's just the way these shitty people are. But I live in Oregon, where I thought that like people are like super progressive and blah, blah, blah. And I know this place has like super racist roots. I know that like the history of this place was pretty racist, but like I thought, anyway, so I'm all like fucking over the place because I'm so upset right now. So I started looking at other videos to see like how many of these places still exist, and there's this map where you can look, and it has these red dots, and the red dots are like darker if it's like certain. And in I was like, oh, I wonder how many of these are in my state, so like I can avoid these places. Bitch, I live in one of them, and it's one of the ones that's like certain. And now that I think about it, I hardly ever see black people here. What the fuck? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna fucking move. This is ridiculous. I can't believe. And I was surprised because I saw a black comedian, a creator, was talking about growing up here, and she was like, Lake Oswego, they call it Lake No Negro. And I was like, Lake Oswego is fucking the sundown town? This is crazy, y'all. I'm like, And I'm just gonna say, for any, like, you know, nobody will see this video. I have literally no followers. But if you are somebody who thinks you are better than other people because of the color of your skin, you are fucking stupid. Like, not only are you not better, you're fucking ignorant, and like Neanderthal little mind can't compute a simple fact. Like, skin color does not determine shit about people. In fact, the people who are molesting children and shooting up schools and doing unspeakable awful things most often are fucking white people. So if you happen to have that little thought in your fucking brain, you need to know it's just the opposite. Actually, they're better than you because they probably realize that skin color does not determine whether or not you're a good person, or whether or not you're valid, or whether or not you're worthy, or whether or not you deserve to have a good life or money or whatever the fuck. Like, that is such backwards ass, like, toothless cousin fucking trailer trash, pathetic, disgusting. Like, when I hear people that people still think like that, that's what I imagine. I imagine you're living in a fucking in a shithole trailer, fucking your cousins, like that right there. You are disgusting, and you are not better. You are definitely not better. In fact, every single person you see of color is immediately better than you by default. And I just need you to know that, okay? Oh, I'm so upset.
Yo, another black truck driver has mysteriously just vanished. Eric Darnell, a father, a husband, a veteran. He was last seen in Phoenix, Arizona, leaving a distribution center, going on his route to Memphis, Tennessee. He never made it to Memphis. His wife said that the last time she talked to him, that he said that he was getting back on the road at 3-something in the morning, and he was about to stop to go get coffee. At 9 a.m., the GPS on his truck suddenly went dark. His rig was later then found in Little Rock, Arkansas, with the engine off. It was empty. His wallet was still in there, but he was nowhere to be found. His keys and his log book is all gone too. The sheriff department issued a missing report, but the police told the wife that men go missing all the time. What? Since when, bitch? His wife said that something happened. He didn't just walk off. This is not normal of him. At this point in 2025, these sundown towns need to be shut the fuck down. I just seen a video of a black man saying that we need to start taking matters into our own fucking hands. Let these black men go out there and handle what the fuck the police need to be handling that they're not handling, because they are seeming to become the fucking cause. These black truck drivers ain't just up and hanging themselves. They not just up and disappearing. These motherfuckers got something to do with that shit. I don't care what nobody got to say. Eric Darnell was a father, a husband, a son, a brother. Too many. Like, we need answers for this. Somebody needs to pay for this.
Another black truck driver comes up missing, y'all. We need all investigators on deck, so y'all make sure y'all share this video out. We gotta get to the bottom of what the fuck is going on. His name is Eric Darnell, and he vanished right in the middle of one of his deliveries. So the last job he was doing before he disappeared, he was hauling a truck from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. So they say he left the distribution area Tuesday morning, early in the morning. So somewhere along I-40, his GPS signal went dark. That stretch, they said it's known for dead zone. When I say dead zones, that means no cameras, no service, no nothing. So people searched where his last GPS pinged, and when they got there, the truck was there, but he was nowhere to be found. His truck was abandoned in Little Rock, Arkansas. They said the engine was off, but his phone, his logbook, and his wallet was left inside. And Eric was not in there, y'all. They looked for any forced entry, anything look out of the ordinary. It was none of it. He was just gone. And I'm just reading up on the shit like, that don't make sense, fool. Because I just seen a video. I don't know if it was him, but I just seen a video before, early this morning, where a truck driver was stopped by, you know, some people, and they was telling him he gotta get the fuck out. It was a black truck driver. And this is what I'm trying to get. If this happened sometime last week, how did it not get no attention? I didn't see no police doing little investigations. I learned this from TikTok. So that's why I say y'all share this. We need as much exposure to this as we can. Because why are black truck drivers being targeted?